not Batman. I am Kelly at KELLYTHUL on social media, and welcome to Bog Panda. And joining me, as always,
I am Dr. Mike at Official Pagan on everything. And let me just start by apologizing. I know that it is off-puttingly bright in here right now. So I do apologize to all you light sensitive viewers out there. Uh you can you can leave a comment telling us that it's too bright after you like and subscribe if you haven't already. In fact, leave another comment afterwards. Let us know what you think of tonight's topic. And then, you know what? While you ruminate over your next comment that you're going to leave, throw Hard No on. It's the world's shortest podcast. You can blow through a bunch of them. But as you're sitting there listening to Hard No, becoming lost in the pandaverse that we offer you for your free subscription, you're going to want to give something back to us. And the best way to do that is to hit up our merch store, pick up a couple of t-shirts. It's the holiday season.
yeah, and getting sick and tired of the South Park guys kind of, copying us. So we've got the Pandaverse, and so they're doing the Panderverse now, which is a very lame way to try and catch the wave that is Bog Panda. And those guys need a little help, and
They're
so
looking for that panda bump.
they are, and it's sad. It's really sad, but
It is. I mean, I don't blame them, but
yeah. Yeah, court action's a possibility. We'll see, but more than anything else, we pity them because it's just nice try, guys. But what we will talk about tonight, it's not South Park, but it has I don't know, a little bit of elements to it, a little bit of elements to Dexter's Laboratory and a few other things. The Amazon Prime is going to be unleashing on the world Merry Little Batman, a Christmas tale, on December 8th of this year. So we're hustling to try and get this one up before that, to kind of weigh in. So what are your thoughts? Having seen we'll include a link to the fine preview, gives you a pretty good flavor for what this is going to be about. What were your thoughts, Mike, on Merry Little Batman?
So I have many, many thoughts on this. So I'm going to start with, I'm not sure how much of a hot take this is, but the DCEU sucks. I feel confident in saying, I don't know where you fall on that, sir.
I'm not impressed. So
yeah, it's not great. I feel like the one saving grace, though, and where they've been far more consistent, is the animated movies. There's been a ton of great DC animated movies that Warner Brothers has been pumping out, and in particular, their Batman movies have been especially good. Typically coming in R-rated as well, so they're a little edgier than even the bulk of their live action movies. And I've read numerous articles about this, about how the animated movies are consistently doing really well. A lot of them go direct to video or streaming. Some of them get small theatrical releases. This is going theatrical. Merry Little Batman is getting a theatrical release and streaming release, I believe, at the same time. In fact, I got emails from Amazon today listing all the cities it's playing theatrically in, which is quite a few. I thought it would only be a couple, given that they're doing streaming at the same time for it, but it was a pretty hefty list of most major cities, it looked like. So you're gonna be able to see this in theaters as well as streaming it. I'm a big fan of what they've been doing with the animated movies, and there's been a few bumps in the road, don't get me wrong, but it's been consistent tonally and thematically throughout these movies. And while this one is obviously going for a family kind of feel to it, I'm not concerned about that and the change of pace for it, because one, I think it's cool to have sort of a gateway for kids to get into this universe, when a lot of the DC animated universe movies, because most of them are PG-13 or R-rated, probably not great for some of the youngsters, depending on, where your family values stand. And we don't make judgments about that. Kelly does a little bit, but I try not to make judgments on people's parenting. Kelly, though,
I'm open to it.
yeah, he's always ready. So I don't mind at all that they're doing something that's more family oriented. And I've become a fan of holiday movies over the years, mostly because, Christmas themed horror movies, there's always a couple more of those every year, but that's gotten me into seeking out things that are, I don't even want to say alternative anymore, because I feel like there's more of these that I can enjoy that are holiday themed than the shitty holiday movies that I grew up with, like It's a Wonderful Life, things like that I can't stand. Or the Hallmark movies, and I'm not knocking anybody who's involved in those, but that's just not for me.
Well,
That kind of
you
stuff.
can knock Gerald Webb. He was just in a Hallmark movie, Christmas in Vermont. It's currently airing on the Hallmark. So our
There you
good buddy
go.
Gerald's there. He lives the entire movie, which is like unusual for Gerald. So check that out.
The Christmas in Vermont didn't have a particularly high body count.
No, it was low. It was the typical Hallmark, body count. We had 6 or 7 that dropped.
Six or seven murders, the
Yeah.
standard Hallmark body count.
Yep.
And so I was actually excited when I came across this because, again, the DC animated movies, unlike their live action movies, have been consistent and high quality. And I like, more holiday stuff that I can enjoy, not just for the Hallmark crowd. And I'm, again, not knocking those movies. One Hallmark person who will get mad and leave a comment about our beards or something on there. But so I'm not knocking those movies, but it's not for me. So it's nice that there is holiday themed stuff that I can enjoy too, that's been coming out in more heavy volume over the past few years. And I think it's cool that there's a sort of gateway animated movie to the DC universe for kids now too.
Yeah, and that's what it looks promising. So it when you go for the humor side of it and the real slapstick one, it's always a dice roll how well
Yeah.
that can play out. From what I've seen here, there's a good kind of self-awareness of the references to the bat suit with nipples is get a little reference there. You get some movie quotes in it as well. You've got, so South Park is, taking our stuff, and in this one, Batman's wearing a very lush Belinsky-like beard. So I think he's going for the Mike look, which, yet another person trying to ride the panda wave, but that's okay.
DC EU does need the
Yeah,
on the live action side of this.
Yeah, that they definitely do. But yeah, no, it looks promising to me. It's like a less mucusine Ren and Stimpy kind of feel to it, almost on some levels. So it looks like it'll be fun. The Joker looks like we've had a lot of great Jokers and some not so great Jokers, but some particularly in the animated world. Mark Hamill doing a ton of that stuff has been great. But this looks like a very reasonable addition to the Joker canon. And so I think the Joker here looks pretty good. So I'm excited. I'll be checking it out. I highly doubt Central Illinois is a target market for the cinema release. So I'll be probably accessing this through streaming, but I'll be
It
doing
is
that quickly.
playing in Philadelphia in theaters. I'm not sure though, because again, it's just the holiday season being so hectic and the convenience of it's already going to be on my TV. I don't know that I'm going to go out to a theater to see it, but I will be watching it right away.
So let us know in the comments if you're fired up about this one. If you have suggestions on how to fix the DC universe, and what's your favorite holiday?
Don't go the easy route and just throw less Amber Heard. Obviously.
Yeah, we get that's a given. Line one. But let us know what you think on that. What you think about this? If you're going to be watching it, if you happen to be in one of the cities that it's playing at, are you going to go see it in the theater? All that kind of stuff. We'd like to hear from you on that. Anything else, sir?
No, leave your favorite holiday movies that aren't, the Hallmark traditional kind of things below. Again, I really don't want to call it alternative because there's so many. I feel like it almost equals the more traditional holiday movies at this point anyway. So I feel like there's holiday movies, whether it's Christmas or any other holiday, there's holiday movies for kind of anybody's taste at this point, and that's not a bad thing, having more options.
Definitely. And once again, congratulations, Gerald Webb, for living through Christmas in Vermont.
Bog Panda.